What's up, guys? Welcome back to T-Dog Customs to another video. In this video, well, it's gonna be a little different. My buddy of mine, a longtime childhood friend, their parents are selling one of their houses and they've got a whole bunch of scrap metal, I'm told, angle iron, flat iron, tubular stuff, you know. I don't know what all they have over there, but I am told that they have a lot. So in this video, they told me, hey, we're selling the house. If you want to come over, take a look at it and pick up whatever you want for free. So I'm excited. Let's get some steel. They literally live like 2 miles down the road from me, but I've got, ooh, there we go, some brisket flat smoking in the smoker, along with some sausages. But we're gonna hop in the truck. They're like 2 miles down the road from us. So I'm gonna head over there and we'll see how much is actually over there and if any of it is usable. He had said, my buddy had said that it was probably gonna be like scaly, maybe minimal rust on it, because it's literally been sitting over there for years. Years and years, just collecting rust probably, or scale. I don't really know. So we'll see how good a shape it is in, but I'm pretty stoked as someone who loves to fabricate, make stuff. Man, if they've got some, if there's some like tubular stuff that I can make traction bars, or, you know, 4-link for the Jeep, anything like that, I'd be stoked. So I'm gonna take as much as I can, probably, if it's in good shape or decent shape. So let me flip you guys around. They are literally, you know, 2 miles, 2.5 miles down the road from me here. So we'll jump back on once we pull in the driveway here. All right, guys, this is actually insane to me, a blast from the past. I used to come here and shoot bow and arrows here, and we'd like shoot from over this direction at the back of the house over like here. Man, this is crazy. But I'm told that back here somewhere is all the scrap steel and metal. This gentleman too used to be a forger, so you can see he had a forge right here. Pretty crazy. All these I'm not allowed to take this stuff. Whoops, it's kind of dark. Let me see. Why won't it get, why is it so dark? Hold on. ISO. Oh, sorry. All right. So as you can see here, the hammers and stuff, forge stuff, I'm not allowed to take any of that. But if you look back here, all this angle iron, I mean, we're talking lots and lots and lots of angle iron, just steel in general, crazy amount. Like this is gonna take forever. But you've also got over here, look at all this flat steel as well. Like I said, he used to forge with all this stuff. Man, this is a cool forge too. Yep. So he used to forge And I'm assuming he built this forge, but I'd be guessing. But that is really cool. Look at all this cool stuff. Really rad. He mentioned this. I'm not allowed to take this, but look at this old hand crank drill press. Don't know if y'all can see that. Let's lighten it up a bit. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. I'm messing with the exposure here because it's so dark back here, but what is this? Man. Yeah, so all this looks like maybe it's stainless. This might be stainless right here. That's really cool. So, alright guys, I'm gonna get to work. I'm just gonna start, keeping an eye out for snakes, spiders, that sort of thing. But yeah, I will catch you guys once I get done with all that I'm taking. So alright guys, this is truly probably a once in a lifetime opportunity to literally set someone up for life almost if you're just doing home projects. This is insane. I started digging into this pile here. As you can see, there's some stainless steel, a lot of stainless. We've got a lot of like square iron, which would be a lot of use for forging, but you can see there's some thick stuff too, a lot of tubular stuff. But look what I've already loaded into the truck. It's insane. Look at all this, and these are like long pieces, so for like fabrication, we can fab up tons of stuff. A lot of thinner stuff too, not necessarily for like structural stuff maybe, but a lot of like bracket material. And then you've got like mixed in like solid stainless bars, round tubes and stuff all through here. There's a big one right here, stainless. Man, so loading it up is one thing, then getting it all situated. There's no doubt I'm gonna have to build racks somewhere in my shed, like the gray shed where I keep just miscellaneous stuff. I'm gonna have to build racks off of the walls and kind of file this there in like an organized manner, because there's so much here, and without it being kind of categorized, it would be kind of tough to like get what you want when you need it. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take a while, but it'll be worth it. But just look at all this. Like, you just reach down and grab a handful, and this is what was in that handful. Like, we're talking like 1/2 inch, 3/4, all the way to like thin little whatever gauge that would be. But if I were to estimate how much steel is here, like this pile, like you've got some like big old I-beams or H-beams, whatever, U-beams. You've got a lot of like bigger angle iron stuff that we'll dig into. You got square. Like, I'm gonna try to get all this as much as I can just because, you know, steel is so expensive. And like, look at this huge plate right here of steel as well. All this, I don't know how much. I don't think he didn't mention he wanted to keep any of this, but look at that solid bar there. But you can see kind of I think maybe he forged that, I don't know. But you can see some of the stuff, like, I'm sure he forged that a long time ago. He might want to keep some of this. It looks like this was going to be something, a blade or something, I don't know. But yeah, all this. So I don't know, I would estimate there's got to be, you know, probably like 5, 6, 7 grand, maybe even more, $1,000 if you were to buy it in like a store. There's got to be at least, you know, 5,000, 6,000, maybe even more. Like, look at this huge chunk. That is like 1/2 inch or inch. I can't, my eye's not really working very good today, but this thing is solid. That's definitely coming with me. It's just, my mind is kind of blown. Look at this. There's actually a railroad tie here. I think that's gonna come with me. I might have to take a couple loads, but man, I'm telling you, this is a gold mine for a fabricator, a metal worker, a builder of cars, whatever you want to call it. Just insane. My cousin Matt, you are going to be so jealous, but it is insane. And I'm just kind of in disbelief myself. Like, this is just crazy. So look at this. I just saw this. That is a huge plate of steel. Like, you're talking a couple $100 probably right there. So I'm definitely gonna have to take a couple loads. I think there's no way I can get all this in one load. I have to run home. I did find this huge I-beam right here. I will definitely be taking this with me. We got a truck full of, got some plate here, some really thick, like 1/2 inch or 3/4 plate, not sure, and a truck full of scrap metal. However, this is not going to a scrap yard. I am going to file this in my garage, my shed, not my garage, so I have plenty of stock for when I start making a project or need to fix something. It's always nice. And metal is getting so dang expensive, it just would be foolish of me to take this to the scrap pile and get hardly anything for what it's worth. I found this big barrel or pipe. I'll take that. This is like most of the pile of the small stuff that he forged with. And you can see I've started diving into this, and there is so much more here than I have room for right now. There's this huge plate here. Looks like this is like 1/8 inch or something. I'm going to be coming back, getting this, that big angle iron, and go through here some more. I know there's some more stuff I want in there. And then also up here, there's like a 1/4 inch big sheet of steel. I want that. But as you can see, I am pretty well full. I don't want to go crazy. I might bring my trailer over to get the rest, but I also have, as you know, the brisket flat smoking, so I need to get back to check on that, make sure everything's good. Anyways, guys, we'll next time I'm back over here, we'll tune back in. All right, so we made it back to the house. Now, as you can see, we kind of have another issue. This right here, along this wall, I think, either here or along the back is where I want to have all my metal stored. But we kind of have a little issue because that's got to be cleaned, but I also need to go get more. But so what I'm going to do, I have these pallets. I'm going to try to lay all the steel on the pallets and get the at least out of the truck so I can go get more. Then maybe pile it all here, throw a tarp over it, and then work on cleaning / throwing away a lot of the stuff that's in here, and then build some shelving. And then we'll kind of, once we have the shelving all built, then we can like kind of categorize, file. 1 truckload right here, crazy. It's even more than I thought. But yeah, back to go get a truckload of like I-beams, bigger stuff, thicker stuff, heavier stuff, probably more expensive stuff. But yeah, how much do you think is in this pile right here? Drop a comment below, and I guess at the end I'll also do a whole picture of everything and see what you guys think, how much all this stuff would be if you were to buy it. But I'm thinking, I don't know, several $1,000, you know, 5,000 maybe, I don't know, that's just a guess, maybe more, maybe less. But when we're all done, tell me what you guys think. Load number 2 down. Oh my goodness, there's so much sheet metal, like I think it's like 1/18 or like a 1/16, and then there's some quarter, but man, hardly a dent made to this pile. Still massive, huge. I'm gonna ask the owner about this, my buddy. That might make it easy to work on the truck and stuff if you're sort of like a creeper, but like maybe cut these down. I don't know. That's the plan. Also might ask him about this welding cart. Might be able to turn that into something cool, but I need to get back, check on the brisket. This is crazy though, crazy. Railroad track right there. There's a big I-beam right here. Load number 2, load number 1. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, to be honest. Might just pile it out in front, or I might maybe grab some 4x4s and see about stacking it on in that way. I don't know. There's a lot. There's this big like hose pipe. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this stuff, but it will be nice to have it, I guess. So But I will say I've been on carnivore. Well, actually, the beginning of this week, I started out a 3-day fast. Then yesterday, I just started, or today, wait, was it yesterday? Yeah, either last night, I started carnivore back. So 3 days, a little over 3 days with just liquid water. Now I'm back on carnivore, but all I've had today is some smoked sausage, and so my energy from loading all this stuff and sweating, I feel pretty depleted, to be quite honest. But I'm gonna go ahead and unload this, then we'll go from there. But I'm feeling it. All right, peace. And that is a wrap. Completely empty. There is so much under these sheets that you just can't see, but this maybe give you a little idea. But so much. Big old angle iron, I-beam, whatever. Big old pipe here. Not even sure what this would be used for. So thick, but that is it, folks. I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I'm pooped, to say the least. So thank you guys for watching. But before we get off here, oh, one other thing. If you were to buy all this metal new, how much money do you think would be there? I'm curious. I have no idea. So leave your comments below. But let's take a look on the brisket. It's currently in the stall right now. So it's just the flat side. That's why it's so small. But ooh, that's feeling much better than it did. 150, 160, 70, 71. All right. Come on out. It's still technically probably in the stall. It was 170. For those who don't know, I'm not like a master at this, but from like 150 to like 170 degrees is the stall, and it can literally sit in that stall for like a couple hours. But looks like we're just starting to get out of the stall, and then when the internal temp is 200, that's when we'll take it out. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.